Hi, my name's Ann Bradner, and I'm the CEO of the Port Chester Carver Center. Thank you for joining us tonight for our 2021 virtual fundraising event to support Carver's essential services. The past year has presented numerous challenges, as Port Chester was one of the communities in Westchester County hit hardest by the COVID-19 pandemic. Our families were faced with food, housing, and economic insecurity, and Carver worked closely with our partners to be there for our community when they needed us most. We have a short program for you today, which will include a video on our programs, testimonials from 2 Carver Center's teens, and the Sister Rosemary Sheehan Lifetime Award to board member John Condon. We will also have a short Fund the Need portion to help us meet our goal to raise $400,000 for Carver Center's programs. You can get your phones ready to text Carver, amount, and your name to 970-840-9000. That's 970-840-9000. And that will happen during our live Fund the Need portion. Funds raised during this event are essential to continuing to deliver high-quality programs for Port Chester families when they need them most. Thank you to everyone who has contributed ahead of the event and to our signature sponsors, the Dunn Family Foundation and Wolf Research. Thank you for spending time with us tonight. I hope you enjoy our short program. The Carver Center founders put a really strong foundation in place that remains today. The Port Chester Carver Center started in the 1940s. The need for after-school care for children has remained constant ever since. And the way that Carver Center has delivered its services has morphed over time. We've gone from being in a tiny little storefront in downtown Port Chester in the 1940s to providing a comprehensive after-school program for 400 students in the schools as well as here at Carver Center.
The Carver Center after-school program creates a safe space for children to come to every day. When the pandemic hit, we were faced with the lack of opportunity to come back into the buildings together. We were unable to meet with our students in the ways that we used to, and we had to become creative to still meet the need of social emotional development with access to tutoring services, and ultimately just creating a community.
Well, the beauty of Carver is that we have the ability to kind of meet teens where they are and offer them a very wide range of programming. It was very important for Carver to support our teens during the pandemic. We wanted to make sure that they knew we were there for them, that they had support, and that their Carver family would always be there for them in any capacity, whether it was a need for food, a need for socialization, just someone to talk to, or help with resources, academics, or just, again, self-discovery and social and emotional support.
During COVID, I volunteered to deliver food to people. It was really cool to see the smile on the people's faces and see how their world lit up delivering food to them. It brought such an excitement within me that I made a good impact on my community.
So the Carver Market has been part of Carver Center's overall program services for a very long time. The Carver Market has stayed open the entire time of the pandemic. Very quickly the demand climbed, and we went from serving 350 families a month to 1,400 families a month. And that demand has stayed steady throughout the pandemic, and we anticipate that unfortunately the need is going to be there for some time to come, because families in Port Chester have been hit especially hard by the economic challenges that the pandemic has wrought.
I'm a member of the board here at Carver. This is the kind of organization that had what I was looking for as far as volunteering. I grew up in the Bronx with a single mom, and there were times where we struggled. One of my first volunteer opportunities here was I volunteered at the food pantry and the Carver Market, and it was so nice. It was like going into a grocery store. So I felt like, you could shop with dignity. Very different than sort of when I grew up.
Carver Center's citizenship classes are really important. We teach adults all of the detail that they need to know to be able to successfully pass the test. These are people who live and work in Port Chester and nearby towns who want to fulfill their dream to become an American citizen, both for themselves and for their children.
Our students, they come in very excited and very happy when they become United States citizens. And when the immigrants to become United States citizens, they able to give it more back to United States.
The Carver Center couldn't exist without the generosity of the donors who support our programs. Everyone's contributions of money, volunteer time, food, all come to support everything we do.
To a room full of donors, I would say you're making a really good investment. The proof is in our data. The proof is in the smiling faces. The proof is in the retention.
I'd encourage people to give to Carver because it's local and because there's a need. And also, they use every dollar. The people here really care and are passionate. And when one thing stops working, when you can't bring people into the pool, they take that lifeguard and they repopulate that person to help bring food to people's homes. Every ounce, every dollar is cared for and you get your value.
Carver Center has been supporting my family for at least 4 decades. Carver's definitely a home away from home. A lot of the people that work here are from the community. They are all family.
So where are we now? We're still here. We're doing what's needed, feeding people, teaching people, providing a place to be in community within the village of Port Chester. Carver Center is and always will be here when we're needed most. Throughout the pandemic, Carver's Teen Center continued to provide services online through our Google Classroom and by Zoom. Tonight we are joined by 2 exceptional teens, Casey Finley and Rashik Hill.
My name is Casey Finley and I'm a senior at Port Chester High School. Carver has been there for me academically and emotionally. They motivate me to be a better version of myself and they hold me accountable for anything and everything. Carver has helped me navigate through difficult times with friends, family, and my personal challenges. The constant reminders that I'm deserving and worth all opportunities presented to me in life have made a positive impact. Carver has exposed me to eye-opening experiences that left permanent impacts on me and my view of life. They are always challenging me to strive for more and never settle. My goal is to study political science with a focus on public policy to ensure that I am contributing to the conversation and helping to redefine our laws and policies so that they are fair and equitable. Today, I am proud to say that I have never given up and refuse to give up on my education and dreams, and I thank you so much for supporting Carver.
Hi, my name is Rashik Hill. I'm currently a senior at Port Chester High School. I've been a part of the Carver Center since about 1st grade. I was first introduced to the Carver Center through the Carver Center camps that they held each summer. And in addition to that, I have been a part of the Carver Center Teen Center for the last 4 years. And with all that being said, I am extremely happy to announce that I will be continuing my education at Syracuse University this upcoming fall. And I personally feel that Carver has been a huge part in all of my achievements and like just overall support throughout this entire time. And I would like to thank all of Carver's donators and supporters for making a investment in the Carver Center.
Thank you for joining us tonight. My name is Amy Papola, and I will be leading the Fund a Need portion for tonight's event. Tonight, we will raise vital funds for Carver Center's programs. To participate, as you saw earlier, you want to take out your phone, set it up to text to the phone number on your screen, 970-840-9000. Start with the word Carver, then your name and the amount you'd like to give. As you can see, we have the names running vertically on screen for donors who have already contributed, and we've already raised $215,000 or so. We want to hit our goal of 400,000, and we have 5 minutes right now to try to make that happen. So I hope you can join me. Take out your phone. We have all sorts of our community participating in viewing tonight. We have some of our board members who have viewing parties. Each screen could mean a whole room full of people. We hope you'll all take out your phone, make a donation, and then your name will show up right on screen, just as you saw in bright pink letters. So come with us and join our pledge. Join the goal. Join the crew tonight. We're all together here, even though it's virtual. And we're hoping you'll think now is the moment to join your neighbors in support of the Carver Center. We are looking for different donation amounts. You can join as much as you'd like. We have $25,000 donations that might support the Carver Center essential workers. Would somebody like to match that gift at $25,000? We've got $10,000 donations coming in. They could provide a whole month of fresh produce at the Carver Market. Carver Center serves around 62,000 people a year. So that $10,000 donation goes a long way. $5,000, you could sponsor a year's worth of groceries for our Carver Market family. We've got Jack and Miata, I guess, Robinson, thank you for your donation. At $2,500, one student could attend after school programming. Name? Oh, the order. The order. Somebody can send me clues. So when you're sending in your text, make sure you put the Carver word, the amount, and your name in that specific order, just as it shows on screen. And that will help it click right into our fund-a-meter system here. Thank you, the Howlands, at $10,000. Thank you so much. Erica and Jeff Frisch, $1,000. Fantastic. That $1,000 creates one field trip for students, or $2,500 from the Katies, $5,000 from the Katies. Sponsors a year worth of groceries. We've got, we're looking for more $1,000 donations if you're in it this year. One for the field trips for students. $500 donations could sponsor a team for the Carver Center's Scholars Program. So important. And that program runs for the entire year. Thank you so much from the Van Silver family for $2,000. $250, that could go to the citizenship program. That translates to one student receiving the 8 weeks of instructions as part of that program. So we're looking for donations in all different levels. $100 can go towards STEAM activity, supplies for a classroom of students. Every dollar serves so many more people than just that one amount. Thank you, the Cunninghams, for $500. It's terrific. There you are. We see you now. Thank you so much. Even $50, you could be buying supplies for teen enrichment activities. These programs go on year round, and they reach so many families and individual students from all ages. The Nash family, thank you so much for $2,500. We're looking for all these different denominations. Please give as much as you can. If everybody viewing just gives something, we'll get so much closer to our goal. And while a donation of any size can make a measurable difference in the life of the Portchester families. We are people helping people and neighbors helping neighbors. So be present, be part of it, and join us tonight since we've pulled all these resources together. We are, you can donate tonight. You can continue donating after this if you'd like to donate anonymously, and you'll be receiving more information from us to follow up on these pledges. And so with that, I thank you, and thank you.
Good evening. My name is Claire Steinberg. I am the president of the Carver Center's Board of Directors. On behalf of our board and staff, thank you for supporting Carver at a time when the Portchester community needs us most. It is my great honor to announce my fellow board member, John Condon, as the recipient of the Sister Rosemary Sheehan Award for Outstanding Volunteer Service. John first became involved with Carver through Christ Church in Greenwich. He joined the Carver board in 1980. In 1990, he took on the board treasurer role, a position he held for 15 years. In his capacity as treasurer, John was the lead negotiator in the 1998 purchase of the 400 Westchester Avenue property that Carver calls home today. The move to 400 Westchester was no small accomplishment and has supported a wide range of on-site programming and services over the years, from our Carver Market and food service program to swimming lessons and basketball tournaments to our citizenship classes, teen center, and on-site summer camp. I would now like to introduce past board presidents Maureen Gomez and Dina Howland, who will share their personal congratulations to John.
Hello, my name is Maureen Gomez, and I served as the president of Carver Center's board from 2014 to 2018. I'd like to thank John for a lifetime of dedicated service to the Carver Center, to the Portchester community, and all of its families. John was always there to roll up his sleeves and get into the weeds and do the work that was necessary, whether it was small tasks or large ones. So John, congratulations on this well-deserved award and good luck in your retirement.
Hello, my name is Dina Howland. I served as the board chair from 2010 to 2014. It was John Condon who inspired me to get involved. John always brought a great sense of purpose and passion for the work of the Carver Center. His steady guidance of finances and the facilities has made Carver the strong organization it is today. Sister Rosemary Sheehan, who served alongside John, would be delighted to have John receive this award in her name. John, thank you. We are forever grateful for your dedicated volunteer service and lasting contributions to the Carver Center.
Thank you, Maureen and Dina. Without further ado, I would like to present the Sister Rosemary Sheehan Award to John Condon. Thank you, John, for your many years of dedicated service to the Carver Center and the Portchester community.
I would like to thank Portchester Carver Center for this very nice award. I would also like to thank Portchester Carver Center for all the great people that I have met here, people that are committed to trying to help other people and making their lives better. And that includes Sister Sheehan, who I had to call Wiki because I knew her well. And I just want to say that she was very instrumental at Portchester Carver Center. Not only was she headmistress of the Sacred Heart at one point, but she brought a lot of her students down to help us help other people. So again, I would like to thank you very much for this award. Thank you.
Thank you, John. We're so glad that you could be with us tonight. Everybody, you're so generous. Carver is so lucky to have you involved. We're doing well. We're getting close to $300,000 already on this beautiful Saturday evening. Thank you for being here with us. I'd like to acknowledge some of our main sponsors, the Dunn Family Foundation, Wolf Research, the Barbara Dorsch Foundation, Jeff and Yvette Hamill, Jim and Dina Howland, the Brightwater Fund, David and Irene Waddell, Sue and Doug DeStabler, Wendy Jacobs and Mark Glassman, Donna and Thomas Jarecki, Rob and Lori Coast, Rich Lawrence and Laura Leach, Gina and Frank Nacco, Offit Capital Advisors, John and Jen Prather, Maria and Fred Ragucci, Kim and Joe Rotundo, Becky and Pete Ruger, Raphael and Claire Steinberg, Brian and Emily Stern, Sonia and Marcello Gigliotti. We're just thrilled to have your support. Thank you so very much. We're going to keep fundraising rest of tonight. We know a number of people couldn't be with us, so we'll keep going until we reach our goal. Our end date is by May 31st. So thank you for being here tonight. We really appreciate your support.